we'll have a short game, okay? We call it ice breaking. Okay, we'll have an ice breaking session. So, would you like to cooperate with me? Yes. Can I get some more voice? Yes. So it's simple thing, okay? So just turn to your opposite direction to one another. Turn to your opposite direction to one another. Shake your hands. Okay. Look at each other. Smile. Can we do it? Can we do it? Yes. Come on, everybody. Opposite direction. Like this. Like this. Either way. Yes. Let's do it once more. And say, this begins with a smile. Everybody once more. This begins with a smile, and you are a blessing. Yes? Can anybody come and do with me from the audience? Anybody? Nobody wants to come up. Oh, come on, we got the one and one. Big round of applause for you. This begins with a smile. You are a blessing. Yes. Please. Please begin with a smile. You are a blessing. Thank you. Once more. So now we'll have a presentation from Miss Visekunathol on Peace Club. Now, please come and have a time.
Good morning. How are you all? Are you excited to learn peace celebration? So I'll be highlighting the practices of how peace celebration is being done by the Peace Club, and the following other outcomes and the inputs will be given by Mr. Kuko Akami. So I'll be presenting on the 7 steps of peace celebration. I hope you are aware of these 7 steps of peace celebration, right? Those who are in Peace Club. Are you aware of these 7 steps of peace celebration or not? Can I get a yes or no? Are you aware of 7 steps of peace celebration? Okay, if no, then that's well and good. Okay, so with the introduction of peace celebration, this celebration is a meeting, and it is called, this peace club is being practiced, excuse me, peace celebration is being practiced by the peace club members, and it is called a hallmark of peace channel. And there is 7 steps of peace celebration. Here, the members come together, where the members share their ideas, learnings, and plans in view of building a peaceful society. And they share the experience and express their expiration in gathering. It is a powerhouse from where the Peace Club members grow strength for collective growth. So the main purpose of this peace celebration is to enhance the members of the Peace Club students to enhance their ideas, to share their ideas, their thoughts and their plans with the members to bring peace building and a collective togetherness within the members. So these are the 7 steps of peace celebration. First is ice breaking. Right now, which our Mr. Yansumon have been done. That is the starting of the that is the starting of the activities of peace celebration. And then peace prayer. After that, meditation, input session, evaluation or feedback, peace pledge, and peace anthem. This is how the steps are being done, and I'll be highlighting the details of each steps. So this is the procedure of how we go with the peace celebration. In the initial, the moderator will say a greetings, that is peace to you, and the respondents will be peace to you too, where the audience will say peace to you too. Shall we practice that? Peace to you, peace to you. Okay, so this is how the peace celebration is being started. And then this is, and secondly, we go with the sacred quote. That is, every day, every moment, I'm becoming a peace lover, a peacemaker, and a peace promoter. Shall we all repeat? Every day, every moment, I'm becoming a peace lover, a peacemaker, and a peace promoter. So, are you all one of these sacred quotes? Okay, that's nice. So this is the concept of what ice breaking is mainly for. So the peace gathering begins with a friendly games and action song to break away the shyness in them and create an atmosphere best suitable to them. This helps the members to be at ease in the group, which would promote friendship and enable a free sharing among them. Each game has its own learning and sharing by the club members what they have learned through the games. So there are varieties of ice breaking where every game has its own meaning. It can be in form of a present mind, or how in a way how we could resolve the problem, or in what way we can communicate and bring that game into a resolving statement. That is how there are different kinds of ice breaking that has been practiced. Coming to peace prayer, this peace prayer is a member in this. One of the members prays for peace, and the prayer is done to endorse religious harmony and imprint the message of peace in the minds of the young members that we are children of the same God. This encourages children to pray for peace. So here, any religious practices it may be, there we did not differentiate the culture of how they pray. It's an inclusive religious way of praying. So any kind of any practices or any way of prayer it may be, we accept everyone as one. And coming to mediation, the main purpose of this mediation is to start a day. Like we used to have a kind of stress, like to start a day, we have kind of not strict mind of what to do, what not to do, how will I start? Like we have a kind of many mindset in our before we start our day. So like I suppose say today we have a kind of activities, and then you are like very anxious of yourself, so stressed. How will I go with? How will I do like that? So maybe this morning also there are some kind of mediation that have been practiced. So the main purpose of this mediation is to help yourself calm yourself, and then calm yourself and start the day with a peaceful mind. That is how prayer meditation is being practiced in peace celebration. And coming to this input session, this is the time where when sessions are taken on topic according to the needs of the members to impart maximum knowledge about the importance of having a peaceful heart and a peaceful society. At the end of the year, each of the students are evaluated to see the changes that have been taken place in them. So here in this input session, learning and sharing, like in the initial month, the peace club members come together and share their ideas of how the actions, the activities should go about in that particular month, and then they will plan out the various parts of which activities they will take out. That's how the input session is being done, and then they will bring in the end of the month or the year, they will share their experiences, their learnings to the members, and they will see the changes, how it has been progress, and how it is in the areas where it is lagging behind. That is how they come and share together where the progress is being done or it has not been done. That is how they come and share, and then they proceed with another plans or the other activities which they can bring out in the coming days. So that is how this input session is being taken place. And coming to action plan and evaluation, it is the same as we did sharing and sharing and learning. So like here in action plan and evaluation, they will be sharing the ideas. They will be sharing which they have done, and they will be evaluating the activities which they have been practiced in the previous months or years, and then they will bring see the differences, how it has been changed, and they will plan the date for the next gathering, suggest different activities that can be carried out, such as cleanliness drive, outreach program to hospitals and orphans, etc. And they can also some Peace Club members have also been practicing this Peace Club gardening. So that is a kind of practice for the sustainable environment. And that is what they have also been done in the activities of their Peace Club members. And this is the here the pledge. Peace pledge is mainly done where it reminds us how a peace member, a peace lover should do and what not to do. So a peace pledge is a main purpose of a reminder for them to remind them that they are a peace lover and a peace builder to the society. That is the reason why peace pledge is being done. And conclude with a peace anthem that is as uh, as a greeting to the peace, as a greeting and respect to the peace channel. They do this peace anthem. And now I give time to Ms. Sekuko for the outcome of Peace Journal, a peace celebration for students.
My name is Sekoko Akami and I'm serving as an animator at Peace Channel. So I'll continue with what my friend have presented. Yeah, so I'll be presenting on the impact and the outcome of practicing this peace celebration. So you might be wondering what is the purpose or what will be the outcome of this of practicing this peace celebration. So the first is gain a clear understanding of peace and its importance. So when peace lovers or peace club members come together and celebrate this peace celebration, it helps them to understand peace and its importance. Peace doesn't mean only the absence of conflict, right? It can be respecting one another, respecting others' opinion as well. So with this peace celebration, it will you will be able to understand the kind of what is meant by peace. Second, we have learned conflict resolution skills through dialogue and cooperation. So conflict can be both physical and non-physical. So the students will be able to understand if one particular conflict is happening, you will be able to understand if it is a physical or non-physical conflict. And once you understand the type of conflict, you will also be able to understand or you will also be able to resolve the conflict. If it is a physical conflict, the resolution skills will differ from by not physical conflict. So the next is build confidence, teamwork, and leadership abilities. Sir. So you practice once you are through with this peace celebration, you will also be able to build your confidence. Because during this peace celebration, there are different kinds of segment, the activities which you have to participate. Say, for example, the input session. It is a part of segment where you will have to share your own opinion. Maybe in the example like, according to you, what do you mean by peace? You will also be share your opinion. You will also be able to share your perspective. So through these small steps, you will also be able to build your leadership skills and come out of your comfort zone. Next, we have show positive changes in behavior and more respectful and responsible. You will also be able to be more respectful. Say, for example, people differ. Everyone is unique. You have your own different perspective. You have your own different opinions. So with this peace celebration, it also helps you to respect one another. You will also be able to, if, say, for example, two of you are having different opinions, through this peace celebration, you will also be able to respect one another's opinion. You will also be able to learn how to negotiate and compromise the opinion as well. Uh, the long-term impacts of students. First point, we have developed greater social awareness about social issues like bullying and injustice. So, the students will also be able to understand what you should do or what you should not do. In the sense, I mean to say, uh, if you are doing something else, you are doing maybe you are saying something harsh words to your friends, that can be also a bullying, right? So you will also be able to understand, say for example your friend is saying something harsh words to the other friend, you will also be able to understand that it is bullying, and you can also intervene and try to bring peace through mutual understanding. Next, we have feel a strong sense of purpose and belonging. Sometimes in life, during our hard times, or maybe when we are at our lowest, we often feel that we don't have any purpose in life. All right. So during that time, during that particular period, you will be through through this meditation, you can also understand, reflect back the purpose of life, because through this meditation, it will help you to realize your own self, and also to be grateful for the life or for the opportunities that comes. So whenever you are feeling low, whenever you are feeling down, you will also be able to find purpose and meaning in your life. And the last, we have stay motivated to promote peace in schools, family, and community. One of the example can be in a family. If the siblings are having conflict, or maybe kind of disagreement between the siblings, you can intervene, or you can be a peer mediator, bringing peace to the two siblings. By calming them, maybe you can help them to understand one another through, excuse me, you can help them to understand by helping them to accept one another, to give chance to share your own opinions and perspectives. Yes, so that's it for long-term and impact on students. These are some of the photos celebrating peace celebration in different schools, different areas, locality. Thank you. Now,
So I hope and believe that you guys had got something out of it. Yes or no? Would you like to have some questions to raise so that our panelists can clarify your doubts? Anybody who would like to ask some questions? This is your time, make use of it, okay? No questions? No questions? Can we do one more activity? Can we do one more activity? Yes? Okay? I call it as ice breaking method only. So, we know the word banana, right? Can we all spell banana? B-A-N-A-N-A. Or, can we all spell banana once? Spell it out, the word banana. Now, the word starts with P. So, leave the word P and put the first letter of your name and spell it out. Everybody try. Did you try? Yes. How does it sound like? My name is Yanana. When I put my name starts with Y, so when I put in the place of P, it's Yanana. Y-A-N-A-N-A. So now, I hope our panelists are ready.
One short question. So, is this celebration celebrated only in school or how?
Okay, so peace celebration is not only in schools, it is also in community as well. Because peace celebration is can be formed in informal as well as formal. So formal can be in the school settings and informal can be in locality settings. As well as this kind of peace celebration process can be also done in your own family as well. Because like we have said in this peace celebration gathering, we share our own opinions, plans, views, and all. So as we do often do a kind of practice in our own family, right? We share our ideas, our opinions, and our parents ask us, how is your plan, or what is your kind of activities that you are planning to do? How is your school days? How is your holidays? That is how our parents usually ask. So likewise, this kind of peace celebration activities can be also done in informal setting as well. It doesn't necessarily have to be in school setting alone, because these kind of activities is very important in our life, where we can share our inner feelings which we are going through to our peers or to our friends or to our own family, and share the kind of struggle that we are going through in order to resolve, to help yourself lighten up what we are going through. That is what peace celebration is very important in your own family as well as in the community as well. And why we are performing this peace celebration mostly in school setting is that it will help the school students to help themselves understand what peace is, the basic concept of what peace is, as well as it will help them up how to resolve their own small issues which they are going through. And also, like to promote the peace, it should first start in grassroots levels, right? So the purpose of practicing this peace club and peace celebration in the school setting is to help the children to know the concept of peace, and they will bring peace to the families as well as to the society, because they are the future of tomorrow and they are the builder of the family. Because we often see that in a family, children are the ones who bring peace and harmony to the family, right? So that is the reason why this peace celebration is mainly being focused in school setting, but it doesn't necessarily mean that this practice should be practiced only in school setting, but we can also practice in community as well as in family. That is the answer.
So supplementing to what you have asked, in this peace celebration we have these 7 structured steps, but doesn't mean that when we are celebrating a peace celebration, when we are going to celebrate this peace celebration, it doesn't simply mean you have to follow all the 7 structure accordingly. In other way, like when you bring peace to the family, it doesn't mean that you bring huge changes at one go. So it can be in simple terms, example like when there is misunderstanding in the family, you can bring the siblings or the father or mother together. Maybe you allow them or give them the opportunity to share their opinions, to share their views, so that they can also negotiate and accept and respect one another.
Thank you so much, Ms. Secretary and Ms. Secretary. Now, anyone has any doubt here? I guess
It's okay, please.
You want to ask the question?
Good morning, everybody. Good morning, everybody present here. As we see and as we go through the news every day, the world is at the tipping point. Anytime third world war may break up. Now, the conflict is racing very high in the society. Oh, every mind is in stress. See, everywhere stress is very high. So I see there is only one organization, NESAR, which is playing a big role in the society to bring peace in the society. We are very thankful for this organization who is lending help all the way to subside the problem. Now, imagine if the most powerful nation like America, now all the Europe, all the Arab countries, if they will come into the war now, at that time, how we can help them to overcome the peace? It is a very serious question today. The most educated country, the most powerful country, the most economical rich country today, even though they are very educated, they say simply in the word and in the book that we need peace. But by making atom bomb, by creating problem for their own people, I don't think so. There is a big problem. I see now conflict is becoming bigger and bigger. And the world may end, who knows also. So we have to be ready with one or other way to help people. Peace is the most important food now on the earth that human being requires now. Peace and moral value must be upgraded in the society. According to me, we should provide one moral value subject with the peace in the schools, in order to grow bigger and bigger. If there will be one peace subject is introduced in like any curriculum, any study material in the school, there could be like according to me, it should be a big suggestion, I believe. The way you like, you can give your own answer, like how to overcome the problem, what would be the best suggested way this young generation, they will pass one to other.
Thank you so much, sir, for your question. So, first and foremost is in nature we have a subject called peace specialization, where the students are being taught and trained in peace building and peace development process. And another thing which we can practice, especially among the youth, is mediation, where we give preference to people to give their opinions. So, for example, there are conflicting parties. So, there are two parties. So, for example, he and I, we are having a conflict, or two of us are having a conflict. So, what do we do is we give both the parties chances to come and give their opinion, so that we can have a clear, like, clarification. We can have a clarification. We don't simply go and then we don't simply just give a decision based on one-sided. So what is important is when conflict arises, it becomes very important to get the opinion of both the parties, not only the one party. So in our society, what happens is, especially among in our Naka society, what we usually do is, mostly we don't try to solve the conflict, rather we try to escalate the conflict. How? Because most of the time we usually try to take the opinion of only one side. We don't try to take the opinion. We don't try to take the opinion of two of the parties, and then come to the conclusion. There is one, like, kind of habit among in our society, where we are unable to come to the conclusion of any kind of conflict. Because when we try to get only the one side of the conflict, there becomes a biasness. And this biasness, it only leads to another conflict again.
Since this question came very strongly, because audience are here. Just to invite the microphone. Yeah. Thank you very much, sir. You asked a very right question to the audience. I'll just compliment what Amon has said. Why the developed countries, educated people get into violence and violent conflict? Why the developed countries go for war? I have to ask this question. The world has developed so much. The countries have grown so high technologically and financially, knowledge level. Why there is violent conflict? A big question. But it has been studied in the context when we are studying international studies, international conflict. What prompted me to say three reasons. The most important reason is the resources. The country which has got more resources will clamor, fight to get those resources from those countries, and they create an environment, geopolitics they call it, create an environment for conflict. Just look at Sudan, Southern Sudan, they call it South Sudan and North Sudan. South Sudan has such an amount of minerals and resources. North Sudan is dry practically. And it's a constant war with South Sudan and North Sudan. Conflict is still going on. Look at the conflict between Ukraine and the European Union. It's a military conflict. To have allegiance or alliance with NATO, the Ukraine is being supported by European Union, whereas other world countries wanted to keep Ukraine completely separate. And therefore, there is a war between supporting alliance countries of Ukraine and non-alliance countries of Ukraine. That is all regarding the resources. Then second one is political scenario. What happened to Nepal? Just a couple of weeks back. The youth were unrest. The social media was shut. That was only the triggering point for conflict people. Thank you, sir, for asking this question. The youth of Nepal was completely unrest, discontented, unhappy, and there is no solution unless and until youth have to come together to fight for their rights. And what happened? By mistake, unplanned government, they shut down the social media where the youth were completely engaged and connected with the national and international people. And as a result, that was a triggering moment for the young boys and girls to come together in the universities and schools, and they took the protest to the street. They swarmed the nation and parliament to the hotels and privately owned institutes by the ministers and the politicians all brought to the dust. That is because the unrest, discontentment among the youth. And third reason, the needs and the power, craving for power. It is also plays a very important role. We do not know. You see the politically, a geopolitical perspective when you look at it. Sri Lanka had a couple of years back conflict. Immediately, Bangladesh, then Pakistan, then comes Nepal. We are not very far. That's what sir studied Third World War. We young boys and girls, I want to say only this, we should stand firm on inclusive approach. We all believe in God and everyone is children in God. The peace, the Greenpeace has already declared India is already mature for political conflict. Genocide, as Rwanda, where the Hutus and Tutsis were killed in 1997, April 27, nearly 10 lakhs people were killed within 80 days. What did they fought for? The Hutus were uneducated, illiterate, and they had flat nose. Where Tutsis had their tall, slim, and they have long nose. Two sections of community. And the missionaries did a mistake. Looking at the Hutus, they may not be competent, intelligent, but they educated the Tutsis. As a result, they became the prime minister, they became the president, they occupied all the ministerial job, they became the higher officers. Tutsis were enjoying the power, as happened in Nepal today. But Hutus were subjugated and they were suffering for years. They well planned. The moment the president landed on 27th April, they massacred him. And from there, 80 days, neighbors, friends, relatives, all were butchered. And none of the Hutus were killed. And 80 lakhs, or indeed 10 lakhs people of Tutsi community were massacred and killed. Same thing Greenpeace promised. You Indians, you are not too late for genocide. In the name of religion, Hindus and Muslims, we are already mature. This is what the youth have learned today. Young boys and girls, firmly, we all are Indians. We are all Nagas. We need to go beyond tribal, clan, nation, religion and region and come together as one unit. That is what peace building is. That is what peace education is. And bringing people together as one unison, standing for truth, justice, honesty, as the key person, the resource person said. At the end, people who are truthful will shine. People who are honest will shine. You all might have read the example of a Crick, Charlie Crick. Stood for truth, stood for honesty, stood for faith. And today, Prime Minister, the President of America, is going to erect the biggest statue of Charlie Crick in US. And today, Charlie Crick is no more. But because of that assassination of Charlie Crick, we have thousands and lakhs of Charlie Cricks are wanted. And that is what today, we young boys and girls who are sitting here stand for peace. And we should stand for peace, an inclusive approach for peace building. Thank you, sir. Very solid question. Since I could not keep quiet, I should have.
Yes.
Because it's very important to put a question, and Among has given the flashing message what Maser and Peace Channel is striving to do. And that is only beginning, small way to educate you into accept all, respect all, and honor all human beings as children of same God. Thank you. God bless.
Panels. What are some of the success stories of Peace Channel? Could you please explain it to the audience? What are the success stories which the Peace Club has helped the individuals? What are the success stories of peace celebration which has helped individuals to overcome their own problems? Some of the success stories of the Peace Club members.
Let me say something on this success story. So, let us take an example of one boy or one girl who was very naughty. He or she could be other example, or maybe he or she has a social anxiety, shyness. But after joining Peace Club, after becoming a member of Peace Club, slowly and gradually, she starts to learn, and then she starts to know what's in herself or what's inside him. He was not coming out from his comfort zone. But later on, after realizing everything that he can do more than that, then change his life, or that changes her life. So, now I won't explain in detail in between, but like our panelists have presented, there are so many steps, so many processes to go through that. So, with the help of that, Peace Club members, what is it? Yeah, I'll just say it. So, through this Peace Club, through this moving of Peace Club, an individual changes his whole life. Yeah, so.
Yes, one example.
Yeah, thank you so much for that question. Actually, for the success story, we have a lot of success story in Peace Club members. One example is a Peace Club member whose parents were fighting between husband and wife. They were fighting, and the child told that mother and father, mom and dad, if you don't stop fighting, I will not have food. So when the Peace Club members went and say to the parents, Parents reflect on the root causes of their problem and they try to reflect and discuss, have dialogue between her husband or his wife. And they come to the conclusion that whenever we have conflict or whenever we have disagreement, it is not going to help. Who is going to suffer? It is their child who is going to suffer. So they came to the conclusion and they try to settle among themselves without escalating it to the divorce, to the level of divorce. But it stopped from there. So that is one of the biggest success story we have. And I myself as a Peace Club member, when I was in class 6, I myself as a Peace Club member, and my dad used to be a drunker, no social drunker. So I told that since I'm in a Peace Club members, if you continue drinking alcohol and wine, it will be a very big shameful for me. So if you don't quit the drinking, I will not be able to participate in anything because we go to schools, we set example, we say that we need to stop drug abuse, substance abuse, we go and speak a lot of things, but if within our family or within ourselves, it is not a change. Then how can we bring change to the people? So from there, my dad, he also realized me being Peace Club members, not just the Peace Club members, but now as a Peace Channel staff, they also realized that okay, this is the time to change. So he quit, he stopped drinking, he stopped smoking. So that those are the success story. We have a lot of success story, but I'm not able to portray it. But since I have access to the story, I cannot, if I don't share this story, it will not be justified for my side. So thank you so much.
School where they have introduced Peace Club. So what do? Is they have a group. So a group, like maybe they will be mostly around 16 to 17 each group. So they have 6 to 7 of them. So what do? Is they contribute themselves, okay? They contribute big amount from themselves, and then they will go to the orphanage. They will go to the orphanage, donate some kind of clothes, or sometimes what do? Is they will buy some stuffs, foods, and then they will go cook and they eat together. So those are some few steps, and then those are like we as adults, we don't have that kind of thought. But those children, aged 16 to 17, a Peace Club members, they are doing such a grateful job. So those are some few things where we try to enable these children to come out from their comfort zone or to think beyond and do much for the society and to also bring and develop peace in the society. And another thing is this a guy, he's an individual. So now like he from a very young age he was in the Peace Club, and then this Peace Club has gave him a number of platforms and opportunities, and now he is a public leader. So he has so much of regards to Peace Channel and Peace Club. So these are some of the few success stories of our Peace Club and Peace Celebration.
Most of them are coming from Peace Club, you know.
So how many of you are from the Peace Club? Peace Club members? Can you raise your hands? Peace Club members. Would you like to share a few of your experiences as a Peace Club member? The activities, the kind of activities you do. Anybody would like to share your experiences?
It's a platform for you. Come, all of you come on the Peace Clubs, not different schools. One of you share. Come forward. What an opportunity.
Anybody can come forward and share your experience. You are free to express yourself. Anybody can come and share.
Art experience like for the youth of different religion. For example, like Protestant and a Roman Catholic. Since I'm being the secretary of youth organization, I've experienced that the youth of the Protestant and the youth of Roman Catholic has a sort of conflict. It was a day during a day of Christmas celebration. And while we were going house to house for the celebration, it happens that we got clash between the two youth members, the Protestant and the Catholic. So during the clash, they feel like competing each other. You know, the sound of the speaker, who will get the highest volume. They are having a conflict between that topic. So being a leader of the church member, I told the Catholic youth, if you are being like this, I'm not going to be the secretary anymore. So after the Christmas celebration, I called them all together and I asked them, why did you do that? And they said, we don't want the conflict to rise, but the parents are not willing that their children be friends with the other church member other than Catholic. So I approached the women association, and together with them I called the youth too and have a short discussion. And together with them I called one of our youth originator. And in that meeting I asked if there's a solution for the conflict. So the youth coordinator said that the only thing we can do is to ban, you don't need to come to the church one Sunday. After hearing that announcement, I approached the youth director again and I said, no, banning one Sunday won't work. So again, for another month, on the first week of the month of July, I called the youth again of all over the village to come together, and I started again saying that if you are not stopping this, then what our future will be. So on that day, same like what we are used of doing is meditation. We made a circle, sit down, and we meditate. And soon after the meditation, one boy raised his hand and asked, I'm going to quit this conflict. I'm not going to make this conflict happen anymore. So with him, one by one raised their hand, and with some resolution and solution of that meditation, and I think meditation can also help in solving such conflict. Because when we meditate, we have a self-consciousness and think for ourselves that if we ourselves stop doing that, the other communities will also stop doing that. So by the next year of December, the conflict was stopped. I think this is the most successful story that I experienced in my life as a secretary. Thank you.